Right, and the pre-market movers and levels.
Okay, so we start with Cisco Systems, ticker CSCO in the US, $26.40, pre-market down around 5%. They reported after the close last night they beat on EPS and they beat estimates by 3 cents, but unfortunately the guidance is light, and that guidance has disappointed the market. You may remember that they were all over the press earlier in the week announcing a partnership with their Swedish rivals Ericsson, and they certainly spun that story as one of positivity and combined together in a position of strength. But given the lighter guidance, you might feel that maybe that's a move that was forced upon them rather than done by choice. And then a slightly happier story with the company Illumina, ticker ILMN in the US, $162.75, up around 4.75%. Illumina is a genetics testing company. They're going to join the S&P 500 index, and they'll replace Sigma Aldrich, which is stepping out as they've been taken over by Merck. So always good news when a company gets promoted to a blue chip index, and obviously tracker funds will be upping their weighting, etc., to bring them into line.
Right, okay, on to the levels to watch. Sort of a grim day. Well, grim day yesterday and pretty grim today as well.
Yes, no real incentive to get involved today unless you're on the short side. I mean, you say European equities certainly drifted lower. FTSE now, we're watching 6100 again on the downside, and we're not too far away from that as we speak, and playing 6180 to the upside. It seems unlikely, though, that the upside level will be challenged today. In the DAX, we're back down to 10,720 on the downside, plays 10,810 to the upside, moving further away from the 11,000 handle. S&P and the Dow both were substantially weaker last night, so that's the best way to describe it. 2037 now is the downside level to watch, and the S&P plays 2058 to the upside, and those all-time highs receding into the distance to some extent. And for the Dow, we now play 17,400 against 17,490. Again, the risk is clearly to the downside still.
But all these indices, they squeezed the last sort of shorts out after the payroll numbers last week.
Yeah.
Retested those highs, did all sorts of jiggery pokery, and then finally down yesterday. It was quite a like a sort of an extended process of attempting to break higher, failing, and then dancing around resistance. But anyway, we'll see how that works out for next week.
Okay, currency-wise, it's been relatively quiet over the last couple of days, but euro is at 107.51 on the downside against the dollar, plays 108.10 to the upside. The Aussie, a bit better for choice, 71.25 on the downside, plays 71.55 to the upside, managing to stay above that 70 handle. Dollar yen, I'm surprised actually that the yen hasn't weakened further, but it hasn't. 122.52 now is our downside level, plays 123.10, and in cable 151.90, so slightly better than we were at the beginning of the week. It plays 152.40, but no great shakes really.
No big sort of dollar breakthrough either, which
no,
was
the
surprising.
dollar index gave up some of its gains from earlier in the week. So I think, much like equities, the currencies are really looking for an impetus, a new macro cue to tell them which way to move.